Catching up with Nashville Predators forward Tanner Jeannot made his NHL debut last night. Tanner, congratulations. How's everything going?
It's been great. Like you said, I had my debut last night, which was amazing. Not the result we wanted, but it was an unbelievable experience that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
What is the I'm here moment? Like you say to yourself, wow, I'm here. Because we hear guys in the past, they've talked about taking that lap, that first lap before everybody else. But man, we're in a pandemic and there's 1,500 people there instead of 15,000. So while that's
Yeah.
cool, I don't know if that was it for you.
No, definitely. Yeah. And just, putting on that jersey and getting ready to go out there, and then the lap, you're like, okay, this is the real deal. Like I made it kind of thing. So it was definitely a special experience that, like I said, I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. And that's, I guess, to answer your question, that's really when it kind of hits you. And then once you start playing, it's just hockey again.
Yeah. Are there butterflies, or is it all the butterflies of just stepping onto the ice for the first time and then that's it? Because you said
Yeah, no,
it is a
yeah,
game. You have to tell yourself it is a game.
there's for sure butterflies. For me going into it, I didn't know exactly what to expect for, the pace or what was going to be coming at me. So, after the first shift, you know what to expect, you know what's happening, and like I said, it's just hockey after that.
You got to play with, well, a guy you spent a good chunk last year with, Matthew Olivier, and then Colton Sissons, who's a straight ahead player too. So I mean, it seems to me that when Coach Hines is putting his lineup together, it's pretty easy. That's a good trio right there.
Yeah, it was good. It was definitely nice to play with Matty O there because I knew I know how he plays. Like you said, we played together a lot last year. So that was definitely something that helped me going into it. Maybe a little less butterflies there, and then uh, Sis is a great older veteran guy that he really helped out as well. So it was two really good guys to start it out with.
Can I tell you real quick? It's funny for you to say Sis is an older veteran guy. I love that. I really, but when you think about it, he kind of is, relatively speaking. He's what, eighth year pro or something like that. So yeah, you're right. Your story is so good. Um, you were not drafted, signed as a free agent, had a monster year your last year in juniors, came into Milwaukee. As a matter of fact, I was trying to think. I think your first interview we did in Ontario, California, you and and I think you had just scored, or you scored that night in Ontario. And when you got on the ice last night, I was remembering fondly. There was some pride with me. So I mean, knowing how far you have come and the way last season started, and we've talked a lot about the way last season started, where you were in the ECHL for the first couple of games and just went down there and dominated and came back up. So I guess my question is, now that it has happened, your NHL debut, is today a day where you have sat down and reflected a little bit on where you have come over the last 3-4 years?
Um, I it definitely took some time last night with family, and my girlfriend was here to share it with me, which was awesome. But I definitely took some time last night to think about how far I've come, like you said, and all the things that I've been through, and definitely thought about all the people that have helped me get to where I am, and I can't thank them enough. But today, getting back to the rink, it's on to the next thing. Every day I want to do something that gets me better and towards my next goal, which, would be full time in the NHL here. So that's where my mindset's at. I took some time last night and I celebrated and I reflected on all those previous accomplishments, but now it's on to the next thing.
That's a healthy attitude. That's win or lose in a game, whatever happens in a game, short memory, right? You think about it till midnight or whatever, go to bed, and it's a new day the next day.
Exactly.
So what is today like? Was today a day off since you played, and I mean, it's a heavy schedule, or were you at the rink to work?
We were back at practice today for a skate and we were doing some things that we wanted to execute in the game tomorrow night, and just working on some system stuff and doing things like that.
How hard is systems? I mean, yours is a unique year. You started the year, I don't know that you knew where you were going to be. You start in Florida, you end up in Chicago, now you're in Nashville, but your AHL coach is not really your AHL coach. I mean, systems wise, has it been easy, or has it been similar? Has it been herky jerky? What has it been like?
The systems are a little bit different, but similar in the same ways. It's it's definitely, you just got to work through it. You got to think about it. You got to learn it, and then you just got to do it. And at the end of the day, you're just playing hockey. And the guys have been a great help. Like I said, with Matteo and Sis there, they were helping me out along the way. And the coaches have been really good, talking and making sure that everyone's on the same page. So it's just part of it. It's part of pro hockey, and you just got to adjust and find a way.
What kind of feedback do you get after the game? Constructive feedback from coaches? Do they say, nice work, this is what, you probably did some film work after the game. I'm sure you looked at shifts or something like that. The reason I ask this is so many players say, oh, I can't play it's still hockey. I got to play the way I was playing because that's what got me here. So do you feel that you did that? And two, how does that keep going so you can play 12, 15 minutes the next game?
Yeah, I think I definitely did have some of that timidness at the start. Like I said in the first shift there, just not knowing what to expect, but felt like I was working through it along the way. Um, and that's definitely something that I'm going to be focused on if I get into the lineup again, is just playing my game and doing what got me here. And that's, I'm a physical player. I give it 100% every shift, and aggressive, and just getting in on the forecheck, being good in my own end, things like that. As for feedback, there wasn't too much last night. Just, we had a little bit of a comeback there and didn't quite get the result we wanted. It was more just the team thing. Like we want to put together a full 60 instead of coming out slow like we did last night. So that's the mindset, is all one as a team, and just getting the end result that we want, and that's wins.
Yeah, and the finishes have been strong. I think the stat is now 30 third period goals for Nashville this year. So the finish has been great. Obviously, you don't want to be behind the 8 ball to start off.
Yeah, exactly. We got to find a way to come out strong at the start, and keep that pressure and keep that momentum going on through the rest of the game. Play a full 60 minutes. That's how you win in this league.
The American Hockey League schedule is busy, obviously, as well as the NHL schedule. So I'm curious, when you're in Chicago, are you fully aware? I mean, you're obviously in the mix. You're playing in Chicago. The recall could happen at any time. Are you paying attention? Are you watching the games? Are you looking online, following Twitter, seeing how things are going, and understanding, the deficits at the beginning and the strong finishes and all of that in Nashville?
Yeah, you're always following along. You're watching the games, and you're just trying to stay in the loop with everything wherever you're at and where you could be. And also, like you were saying before, the difference in systems and things like that, you're always watching the games to try and see what maybe the players are doing and how they're trying to play. So you're always trying to keep tabs on what's going on in every place, and just so when you get the call up or wherever you are, you're going to be ready for that opportunity.
Speaking of, yeah, and when you get that opportunity, unfortunately, you're stuck in the hotel. You're either stuck at the rink or you're stuck at the hotel this year.
Yeah, that's right. It's a very different year, but everyone's in the same boat, and we just gotta do what we got to do to get through it, and hopefully it's over soon.
Well, it's that attitude has worked well for you. I think you do what you can do, and try to get better at it as well. Tanner, congratulations on the NHL debut. Here's to many, many more games in the National Hockey League. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's Nashville Predators forward Tanner Jeannot.